one common stigma that goes along with people smoking cannabis is, and I've heard people say this, especially of the older generations who've had a time with it and then quit, is I've heard them say, it just makes me stupid. And I've been wanting to talk about that because it can feel like it makes you stupid, and it can make it harder to function because you're more, it's like time is dilated and you process thoughts kind of differently, and you're in a different mind space with things, and you feel more like tender and vulnerable about things, and it can be easy to feel imposter syndrome or just insecure maybe. I'm just speaking from experience as well. But I think it shows you things about yourself, and maybe helps you realize that there's things you're doing that are stupid, maybe. But it's not necessarily the pot making you stupid. You're just realizing things and maybe overthinking things a bit. Also, the other thing about it is just like anything. Like, the first day you pick up a guitar, you're not going to be good at it. Like, it takes time to work with something and figure out how to use a medium. And, I get it. For people that have just find time doing it without, it's like going into creativity without the use of cannabis, like, good for you, like, do that. But it does help certain people that, especially people like me, who can get stuck in this, like, similar mind space all the time, and it just seems so tenacious. Like, it's just, like, the default consciousness is just kind of lousy oftentimes. Like, there's some high highs, but oftentimes it's almost this kind of stagnant feeling, which is unfortunate, because I think, like, just the plain default reality consciousness molecular arrangement should be more pleasant. But I know it's not just me. I see other people who are straight and sober, and they don't look like they're doing well. They look pretty miserable, and it's not to say that, like, if you smoke pot, you're going to be not miserable anymore. You'll still deal with struggles and difficulties. But it does help me process things. It helps me have more universal compassion for people and be more in my nurturing side than I don't know, before cannabis, BC, I could be a lot more sharp about things and a lot less sensitive, and a lot less understanding of where someone else is coming from, and just kind of not accepting, as opposed to not accepting where they're coming from and kind of judging them. It helps you empathize. And empathy is so important in a world where things are so convoluted and different for so many people. There's just so much dynamic here. And it's been a big development of my maturity in all kinds of altered states, as well as just not altered states at all. Growing through that. And not letting the pain possess me to the point of me, like, losing myself and being a travesty to my true character and who I'm truly trying to do, like, be and present and move through this space in. So I just wanted to share that and how it's helped me, and how it's just one of those things you have to work with it to get good with it. Unless you just want to smoke and get stoned and space out, I don't want to judge that either. There's all kinds of ways to use it. It's often used recreationally, but it is a kind of medicine. It can shift your perspective, and that's the beauty of it. That's the medicine of it.